Yes, I'm Peter Hannan from Hannan Meats, Moira, Northern Ireland.
Okay.
Pat Whelan from James Whelan Butchers in Southern Ireland.
And tell us what you two guys do. Why are you so special? We were told to come and see you guys because you're the top two butchers.
Well, we probably produce some pretty fine meat. That's what we set out to do every morning, and to some extent we achieve that. We're in slightly different ends of the trade, but very compatible, and we've been very good friends for a long time.
Friends or enemies?
Friends, of course. We have a passion for great food.
Okay.
And I think that's enough of a driver to unify a lot of things, but particularly in business. If you have that passion, you have a real ability to make a difference in the market, and I think customers recognise that passion through products. And I think that's what Peter and I have as part of our DNA, is just bringing great food to people who really enjoy it.
Okay. And what are you bringing to the table? What's trendy at the moment, or are people being traditional?
Oh, there's a lot of things. Charcuterie, curing, dry aging. It's an ongoing process. It's there's no such thing as food that's too good.
Yeah.
So you just keep on pushing it out and pushing it out. So there's never a time that we're not working on trying to make things a little bit better, a little bit more special, or something a little bit newer.
Okay. And who's driving that? Is it you guys or the customers, or?
I think the driver for a lot of change is the whole food service side of the world. Mm-hmm. So restaurants are driving it, chefs are driving it, but customers are way more sophisticated than they were. They're better travelled. They have access to a lot of information, so they're way more informed, and they're looking for great food. But sometimes the best of it comes from the past, so we're both lucky to have a long lineage in the food business. So sometimes, the start of the future is looking back, or getting some of the great ideas from the past and making them relevant to where we are today. So, we're very privileged to be in that position, and we both work with great teams of people who have long lineage, I suppose, with the industry and both the meat and wider food industry. But the drive or the change has been driven by the consumer. The customer is driving change.
Okay. And they know more what they want now.
Oh yeah, they're very discerning. Yeah, there was a time you had to educate them. They're educating themselves now. No. It's when you've had good food, there's no going back.
And the access to information is instant. So if there's a question, you can have it verified by many different sources instantly. So they're making way more informed choices. And there's no one buying anything or buying something on the fly any longer. They have it well researched before they come to the decision of purchasing. So there it is.
And does it allow you can charge decent prices for what you're doing? People are prepared to pay?
I think customers are constantly looking at that whole value price conundrum, and I think that information is the key to that, because they can recognize value at every level. So value is the price piece of value is so much further down the chain than it used to be. So an informed customer is going to make a way more informed choice, and price comes way down the pecking order.
Okay. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. The cheapest isn't always the best value. Do you want to pay £5 for an average steak or £6 for a great one? It really does boil down to the quality of the product. And whereas I don't mean the price is secondary, but it's pretty insignificant, because those are the types of differences that you're talking about. There's no such thing as food that's too good, and if it's a little bit more for something that's a lot more special, well, that's the best value you'll buy.
My father would have brought us up in the whole era of you make up to a standard and down to a price.
So, that's a good way.
It is a real good measurement, or a tool of measurement in any kind of manufacturing business, and the day you start making down to the price, that's just a different proposition.
Okay. And are both of you family businesses? It's come up through the family?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Accidentally, or?
Oh, I'd say quite deliberately.
It's not uncommon. In a lot of different industries.
Yeah. Particularly here, actually. We're seeing
it's a bit of an Irish thing.
Yeah.
It is a bit of an Irish thing.
A lot of that at the moment.
We like doing that.
When you grow up in a business like that, it forms part of who you are. And from a very early age, you absorb all of that goes with that, So family business and family life, there's very little differentiation between it.
Okay.
So you actually absorb it unbeknownst to yourself. So suddenly you wake up and you find yourself running the business. And, you know, was it by design or default? I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But certainly there's a love for it, you know,
Okay.
and it forms part of your personality as well. You know that you are what you produce and what you sell, and
Okay.
you know, and in the latter part of business, you're developing a brand, and the brand is something you have to live,
Yeah.
and it's part of who you are, really.
Okay. And you guys, social media, is that a big part of your business plans or business dreams?
I do a little bit of Instagram. I fire a picture up there if I see something nice, and a little bit of Twitter and that sort of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, our business isn't sort of heavily dependent or focused on social
Okay.
media, but it's a wonderful way of connecting with people. There's a
Yeah.
wonderful circle of food people on social media, and that's the way we communicate. I've met lots of wonderful people through that vehicle. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very, very good thing, and it's very important to be part of it.
Different platforms are more celebratory than others.
Yeah.
I think where the platform is visual, it sets a certain tone.
Yeah.
So you get something where you're admiring something immediately.
Yeah.
And you know, as Peter says, it's a great way of connecting, and it's a great way of looking at what's going on in the world and,
Yeah.
and sharing and celebrating what's going on in the world. So as a source of inspiration, it's not a bad place to even start
Yeah,
or to look, you know, and you see Cream always rises to the top, so you actually see where the leaders are and you see where
Yeah.
the followers are. So
Okay.
you know, it's a good forum. It's a standard business tool now. So
Yeah.
you know, everyone is using
So
it.
you got to catch up.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And someone tells me that there's been some awards been going on.
Some awards, yeah. There's the butchers challenge
Yeah.
that's on here. We're just on our way to it. We've just
Okay.
arrived, and we're just going over there to investigate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think have you won awards as well?
Oh yes, we've won a hat trick of Great Taste Awards Supreme
Yeah.
Championships between us. We have. Yeah,
Let's get run over.
By a trolley.
Yeah. I mean, great headline if I can get that
we're
one.
going to get run over. Let's get run over by something decent.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No, it's an
problem.
absolute pleasure. Lovely to see you. You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome here.
No, thank you.